Why did you decide to become an electrician?
When I was a child, I watched my father and grandfather work each day as an electrician at the local lumber mill. They would come home with stories about the complicated problems they solved at work and their camaraderie with their coworkers, which I enjoyed. Later, I realized that I also loved solving complex challenges and helping others. Because of my positive experience with electrical work throughout life and my interest in the mechanics of electricity, I know electrical work is right for me.
How would your supervisor describe you?
My current manager would describe me as a hard-working team player who doesn't quit until the job is done. They would probably tell you the story about the time we were working on an outdoor wiring project and the weather became cold. They offered to bring us in and continue work the next day, but I knew my crew was eager to get the job done. I rallied my team to finish the work with appropriate cold weather PPE. And we all left the job site feeling extra proud.
What projects do you handle at your current job?
I am currently in charge of new build wiring for a major hospital under construction in my area. I lead a team of 6 apprentices and journeymen. And I delegate tasks to them, as well as work alongside them to get the job done right. I follow blueprints, troubleshoot with the site engineer, order materials as necessary, and determine each day's work. I am also dedicated to enforcing the highest level of safety on the job site. And we have not yet had a reportable incident.
What would you do if you received a task with incomplete instructions?
If I received a task with incomplete instructions, I would begin by quickly considering whether I had solved a similar challenge before. Then, I would clarify the task with the supervisor who assigned it, mentioning my own ideas to fill in the missing information. I think that it is important to figure out how to accomplish a task independently. But I also value the efficiency of doing a task according to spec the first time.
Why should we hire you as an electrician with our company?
My experience in industrial electrical systems makes me a great fit for this job. I have worked with similar infrastructure at other jobs in the past. So the systems you use are part of my expertise. I will also be an asset to the company because I collaborate well. And I believe my personality is a good fit for your company culture.
Can you describe a time when you solved a complicated electrical problem as part of a team?
At my current job as a residential electrician, I had a series of wiring problems arise in a large subdivision project. As the supervisor on the job, I called a brief meeting to troubleshoot the issues and listen to my crew's suggestions. When we figured out a solution, I assigned specific tasks to individual crew members to complete the work safely and efficiently.
How's your work experience relevant to the work you'll be doing with us?
I currently use the same kinds of systems that I will use with your company. My previous work at a large lumber mill was also very similar to the work you need done. I have also mentored several apprentices, which means I can contribute to your growing apprentice mentoring program.
What kinds of additional certifications do you have?
Besides my journeyman's electrical license, I am certified by the NFPA to mitigate electrical fire safety hazards. With this certification, I am qualified to inspect electrical work for safety compliance. I am also certified in advanced first aid and CPR.
What is your experience with mentoring apprentices?
At my current job, I am a leader in the apprentice mentoring program. I mentor 2 apprentices myself, and I organize the other mentor electricians by coordinating their activities with the state apprenticeship requirements.
What would you do if you noticed a coworker doing something unsafe?
Everyone at a job site handles the safety of the crew. When I see a coworker doing something unsafe, I bring it up to them immediately and offer a safer alternative. If I notice a pattern of unsafe behavior, I mention it to our safety director so they can plan the appropriate training.
When and where did you attend electrical school?
I attended electrical school at Riverside Community College from 2000 to 2002. I focused on commercial electrical systems and learned about residential wiring as well. During my time in electrical school, I also completed my necessary apprentice hours so I could begin work at the journeyman level.
How long did you work as an apprentice or journeyman?
I worked as an apprentice for 3 years and as a journeyman for 6. I put in as many hours as I could at each stage so I could advance more readily to the next level of expertise, and I am now a licensed master electrician.
Imagine a coworker received a severe electrical shock. What do you do?
I actually experienced a coworker receiving a serious electrical shock many years ago. I first hit the emergency shutoff switch and dialed 911. With the power off, I checked them for a pulse and breathing. Although the coworker was not conscious, they were breathing, and so I kept them as comfortable as possible until help arrived. I then helped implement additional safety training to avoid similar situations in the future.